Good morning, everybody. This is Grant Russell with Transwest Truck Trailer RV, Frederick, Colorado. Behind me, we got a 2026 Newmar, new Aire, 3547, bath and a half floor plan. Just arrived. It's available. Did some cool special features on this one. As you can see, this is not, if you know the 2026 Newmar colors for the new Aires, this is not one of them. This is a special exterior paint job that we did on this particular unit. Very sharp, looks great. As we go inside in a little bit, you'll see how it flows really nicely. So this particular new Aire is built on the Spartan K2. It's got the 450 horsepower, 1250 pound-foot of torque, 6-speed Allison transmission. Let's go over some measurements real quick. So the overall height, at ride height, when it's aired up, as you can see, it is aired up at the moment, but this one's going to be 35 feet 10 inches overall length, and then 12 feet 3 inches at ride height. 105 gallons of fresh water, 60 gallons of gray water, and 40 gallons of black water. New for 2026, we've got an option for blind spots. So this does have the optional blind spot capability. So you can see vehicles on the passenger side or on the driver's side of the vehicle. Standard they've been doing on the new Aire for a while now is going to be the keyless entry here. Got a 100-gallon fuel tank going to be located behind this here. You can fill it on both sides. It does have a steel cage back behind here that'll protect that fuel line going to the holding tank. If you ever have a blowout, not that you ever want to, but that will protect that fuel line in that situation. I've got all these doors locked at the moment. Earlier, this has the new. So Newmar's replaced Silverleaf with the new program called ATC. So the ATC program has an app. Let's go on here, see if I can get logged in. Looks something like this here. So all the panels inside the coach are gonna look like that as well. You can see, oops, no thanks. You can control my lights, my climate, vent fans, floor heat. This has heated floors, all the shades, my power, TV lift. But more importantly, since I'm on the outside, with all these doors locked, I can simply hit lock and unlock, and it will unlock the doors. Let's see here. I may not be getting paired to it at the moment. I lost connection, but that's okay, because when that happens, I've got a little lock and unlock switch inside the door here. It's like I've lost connection, so we'll skip that part. But as you can see here in the first compartment, we've got the optional exterior refrigerator freezer combo on the slide tray. These are the MORryde doors, so new for 2026, they do have the MORryde compartment doors. And this has all your trays, so they're all the manual slide trays, but these are the 3/4 trays on the patio side, if you will. And then up above, we do have the optional 43-inch exterior smart TV. So it's got the Samsung 43-inch TV with the sound bar, which will pull out, and you can angle that to get the glare off of the television. Notice when I'm closing the doors, I'm not fighting them. So they're nice, and the new seals let them open and close nice and evenly. In the back here, the ATC panel for all the electronics has been moved down here. So for all the lighting, some of your vent fans, going to be all located in this location. Everything's nicely labeled here, so you can see what it is. If you've got a light out inside the coach here, these green lights will turn red, letting you know whenever you've lost power inside, and you can easily find which one needs to be replaced. Got some extra storage located here. LED docking lights. So we're being a 35-foot 10-inch coach. This is going to be for those of you that are maybe traveling in a Mountain Air or London Air, Essex, even a King Air. This is a great size coach to downsize to and still keep a lot of your options like side radiator, independent front suspension, all full wall, full tile floor throughout, heated tile, the ATC, which replaces Silverleaf. So for those of you that have the Silverleaf system, the ATC is a new system that actually goes into the new 2026 Mountain Airs, London Airs, Essex, and King Airs as well. So again, if you're wanting to downsize, this is a good option here for you. As you can see in here, we get the black batteries here for the chassis batteries. Your disconnects are going to be located here, and you'll see some filters located in there that are going to give you easy access to as well from Spartan. Moving to the back here, being a side radiator, you can appreciate being able to access the belts, hoses, air filter, engine oil. Everything's nice and easy to get to here. It's also going to be where your reservoir is located here for the hydronic fluid for the Oasis hydronic heat system. Down below, we've got the 10,000 pound hitch, electric brake controller, and airline. You've got Air Force One on your tow vehicle. It's already equipped with the airline. Driver's side, we got the side radiator, diesel exhaust fluid hold reservoir, dump station. This does have the optional RV SantaCon system. So this has a macerator system for the holding tank for your black water, so it will grind up your solids, pump the wastewater out. Exterior shower, whole house water filtration system is going to be located here. Power hose reel. So you walk this out, push button to reel it back in. And then here you've got one of your ATC panels. This is going to control your holding tanks, generator controls, and some exterior lighting, and you can tilt this coach as well. There's the hydronic heating system, 50 amp service. It's also where the filter is located for the central vac. Opposite side of pass-through storage. This has a little smaller tray here. There's all the hoses for the central vac. And then new for 2026, those blue inverters are Victron. So now you got 3,000 watt Victron inverters. One of those Victron panels will be hardwired for the front air conditioner, so you can run the front air while you're traveling without having to turn the generator on. In this bay, you'll notice the red batteries there. You got a 640 and a 320, giving you 960 amp hours of lithium lithionics batteries. Additionally, what you cannot see on the rooftop, this has new for 2026. Newmar has gone to the Merlin 120 watt panels. So you have 4 120s, giving you 480 watts of solar on the rooftop. This bay is going to be a lot of your wiring harness kind of tied into the Spartan chassis. It's also where you can pull. Let me sneak around here. Pull this guy here, and that should release the hood on the front. So now I can access the 8,000 watt Cummins own-end diesel generator. Your air horns are hidden in here. Hot water line. If you want to clean the front of your coach off, you can hook a hose up to that, spray off the front of the coach. Air line is going to be located here. Also the filter, fuel filter on the Oasis hydronic heat is going to be located there as well. Come on in, we'll take a look at the floor plan. So just like to show you how it's easy to get. It's not the easiest because it is a narrow path, but you can still simply get by. If I want to get to my refrigerator, access a cold drink while I'm traveling. This is a bath and a half. You can still get in here. Like how this has a traditional door. A lot of the Newmar doors open inwards. This one you don't need it because it doesn't hit anything. This has the Summit cabinets, as you can see throughout. Really nice and bright. Opens it up quite a bit. The interior decor package that this one came with is Toscana. So Toscana with the Summit Maple high gloss cabinets. All right. We'll start up here in the front. So here's that 20-inch monitor. Nice big clear view. On the left side here we've got your AM, FM, Sirius, XM satellite radio. You can Bluetooth your phone. This does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Camera controls. You can use this as like a security system when you're got all the night shades down. Hear something outdoors, you can simply navigate through the different cameras on this side by just clicking this camera view that you want to see. The 360 camera view on this side is nice to have when you're traveling, so you can still see the rear of the coach and simply see all the way around it, giving you kind of a bird's eye view of the coach. And let's see here, I'll get this started up here. So first of all, this let's turn that off. This has a tilt and telescopic steering wheel. Let's go here. Proximity push button, remote control. Now you can see this is nice, and the visibility on this is excellent. So you can see, I can toggle through the different features here from Spartan. If I've got any messages, it'll simply be displayed here when I go into messages. There's different settings here, trip info. And also your adaptive cruise and your tire pressure monitoring system is going to be all located in here as well. And then your comfort drive is actually right here where I'm at on the steering wheel. So the comfort drive goes from a low setting of 1 all the way up to a high setting of 5. You can kind of see where I'm raising the bar there and lowering it. So what that does, it counters for strong side winds when you're traveling in this. If it's windier out, you can simply raise that setting up, and every 20 seconds it's monitoring the way you're driving the coach. So if you're constantly fighting a strong side wind, it fights it for you. It cuts back on fatigue on long road trips. If the wheels cock to the left when you're going into you're backing up here, simply let go of the wheel and that'll take it right back to center when you're going into reverse. So some cool features there from Newmar. They've been doing the comfort drive on their motorhomes, on the diesel motorhomes, since I believe it was 2007. You got some controls below here for your stereo. Again, your AM, FM, Sirius, XM satellite radio. I can control the volume, change the radio station. Your flashers are located here as well. Windshield wiper controls, speed controls, phone controls are all right here on the steering wheel like we have in our automobiles today. Over on the left side here, we do have a docking station for my cell phone. This is a wireless mat, so it will charge it when you're going down the road. You do have, this does have the Silver Star Ultra headlights. So when you have the lights on here, they're nice and bright when you're traveling at night. So they're a lot like the older style headlights were not as bright. So they've done a nice job to switch into the Silver Star headlights. Also, you got some cup holders here. I've got a power window. If I pull through a toll booth, I do have access to open and close the window located there. It does have a single stage engine brake. That's where that button's located to turn that on and off. ATC traction, auto traction override system's located there. And my mirror controls and mirror heat, left and right. 6-speed Allison transmission, and then back here in the back is going to be the hydraulic leveling system. All right. So let's go to the up top here. We'll run some slide outs, and well, actually before we get there, we'll start over here in the far left. So they do these hidden hinges are nice and strong, so they open and stay open for you. Your cabinets, this is just all storage up here. It does have some carpeting up here that you probably can't see, but so things don't go sliding around with you when you have them up there in the cupboards. And then in this cabinet here, This has the optional Starlink plus the LTE router. It's going to be located in here. Starlink's become popular over the past few years, so this one does have it. And this cabinet is going to be the controls for my exterior Girard awnings, my over-the-air antenna, the Victron inverter controls going to be located back behind this screen here. The screen cover, excuse me. I've got a reset on my lithium batteries and more. So I'm going to go ahead and run the slides out here. So we'll go out here with both slides. You notice I didn't put the jacks down to run the slides out. So Newmars are built on the suspension. They're not built on the jacks. So that's kind of nice too. If you ever needed to get to the back bathroom or anything, you're not having to, and you got a bad back or bad leg or anything like that, you don't have to simply wait on the jacks to go down before you're running a slide out. Just make sure you're fully aired up and you got good power to the coach on the 12-volt system, and that'll allow your slides to go all the way out on the suspension. It really opens it up quite a bit. I missed a few of these other switches up here, but these are going to be like your night shades. So over here on the left side here, plus the drivers, the windshield night shade controls are going to be located there. The lighter shades are going to be down below here. So if I wanted to operate some of the day shades, got a day shade on this side, those are going to be on the actual dash. And the rest of these little buttons down below here, overhead fans, docking lights, you've got some generator controls, entrance lock and unlock, air horn on off controls, and courtesy lights all located down below here. Passenger has their own monitor. They also have their own docking pad for their cell phone. And then the step control. So it does have a step cover. So if I hold this switch down here, you'll see a step that comes all the way out, raises up, or you're not dangling your feet into the step well there. And then both captain's chairs will swivel around to join the living room. They both have footrests on them, and they both are heated seats as well. All right, so this has the Euro dinette. This will pull out. There's an extra support below, a leg that'll flip down. There's 2 leaves to go in place here, and 2 additional folding chairs, so you can get some extra seating here. Across from that, new for 2026, the theater seats. They still have the cup holders with the lights, and these are your controls here to kick back. But then you've got the little stemware holder here as well. So underneath there is some good storage. It's down here. It's also, there's an electrical, there's a 110 outlet and some USB and USB-C ports down below there as well. So I'm going to click on this panel here. I'm not paired to it, but I just want to show you how similar they are. So here's my phone. Here's I'm on the Newmar app. Everything that's here is going to be located on this as well. So I can control all the lights through this panel. My climate controls are going to be located in here. Vent fans, floor heat, shade controls, gen powers. You can lift and raise and lower the TV. So across the way, I've got the TV in the up position. If I want to lower that down, that's a 50-inch LED Samsung television on a televator. And then up above it, you've got the sound bar above the cabinetry with the subwoofer. So it does have a nice sound system. If you wanted to Bluetooth to the speaker and listen to your own music, or you're simply watching a movie, anything like that, ball game, it's got great sound. Beneath the booths, we've got some pull-out panels. So we got a little pocket storage here, some storage underneath. That'll be underneath both booths. Same deal on this side here. And then up above, we've got some extra storage. We do have the HDMI cords. They're already wired to the television. If you want to add your own Blu-ray player, add your own game system, receivers, satellite receivers, anything like that. It's already set up for you. And again, we got additional storage here. You'll notice the thickness here in this header. So this slide goes straight out and straight in. So the thickness in this slide header is the same as the thickness from the ceiling to the rooftop. So Newmar's idea there is you've got, that keeps the consistency with the insulation the same from the rooftop to this, from the ceiling to the rooftop in your slide headers as well. Getting down to the kitchen area, let me grab this here. So it does have dedicated trash bin area here. Nice big round sink here, stainless steel sink, residential faucet head. This does retract down, up and down. All Corian solid countertops. You've got the induction cooktop here. This is removable. And you got cutting boards on the flip side of these little inserts. Now, if you're using the cooktop, where do you put these panels here? So if you look down below here, you'll notice these little felt strips all the way in the back there. So you can slide these covers, store them out of the way, leave them there when you're traveling and they're not going anywhere. You'll notice this is just all additional storage too underneath. And one other thing, so when I close these cabinet doors, you'll notice how they're all on soft close. That's a nice touch that Newmar does on the new Aire product. Full extension drawer glides, soft close on the drawers, dovetail construction on all the full extension drawer glides. And as you go down, they do get larger. So you got some larger drawers all the way down. And this does have the optional dishwasher with a large drawer here. A lot of the remote controls, filter remover, flag holder, all the extra supplies are located in here. Touch-up paint, yeah, all that's going to be in this drawer here when they get shipped in from the factory. Up above, we have some more storage for the kitchen area. We got a pull-out drawer, adjustable shelf here. This is also an adjustable shelf on this side as well. Samsung convection microwave oven. And then in this cabinet here, we have the pushed to release full extension pantry drawers. You got 5 good size push to release pantry drawers. And then down below there, we've got some storage for your pans. Here's the larger panel. Just before we go in here, so this is going to be the main control system for like if you're pairing to your cell phone. That's where you'll go into the pair mode to do that. But again, all these little icons down below. Home screen here shows you your batteries on the house, the chassis, your holding tanks, all my lights on, all my lights off, all my day shades up and down, all my night shades. So it kind of all on the main home screen. Then you have your climate control, shade controls, fans, floor heat, gen powers, exterior awnings, security lights, awning lights, and then interior lights as well. Everything's nicely labeled and easy to read there. Again, we got the traditional door here on the half bath. In the half bath, you're gonna have an egress door. So in an emergency situation, if I need to get out, there's a magnetic holder for this here, telescoping ladder to get out. Put that back there. And you can lock that back. Day and night shades in this half bath. Let's see, we've got some storage here. Some of your, the inverter controls and your house breakers are all in this half bath. So if your slides are all in and you need to access the breaker panels for the house, still easy to get to. And we do have, let's see here, which way does this go? Yeah, so we've got the medicine cabinet in here. Just something to point out, inside of this medicine cabinet, there is an electrical outlet inside the cabinet. So if you need to keep something charged and hidden and out of the way, you can keep that tucked away back behind there. You've got a macerator flushing toilet. These are the controls for it. Another electrical outlet here. Solid surface countertops. Nice decorative bowl. Recessed bowl here for the half bath. And then these are just little small storage bins down below. All right, and then let's run this out. So on a 3547 floor plan, you're going to get a queen size bed. This particular queen size bed does have the upgraded Premier Aire. So it's got a queen size Premier Aire, rounded corners, of course, and all the Newmars are going to have that, so it's easy still to get around it when the slides are all out. And then you do have this nice big pocket door to close off the master bedroom to the rest of the coach. And then on both sides of the bed, I'm just going to open this up here. So you'll notice down below, there'll be an electrical outlet down below there. There's USB-C, I believe, in USB-C ports underneath. So you can run your lines out, keep this door closed. If you've got your lines plugged in here and you're charging your phone, charging your tablet, you'll have that on both sides of the bed. Additionally, you're going to have some storage overhead, but you have access ports on both sides of the bed, plus an electrical outlet in the overhead cabinet as well. If you have sleeping machines, you want to keep them overhead, or additional charging cords, you can certainly have that plugged in there and running the cords out both sides of the bed. And then in front of the bed, we've got the 43-inch LED TV, plus HDMI cable hookups, adjustable shelf here. Again, if you want to add game systems, satellite receivers, anything associated with TV, it's all wired for you already. And then down below, we're going to have some larger drawers down below here. Kind of gives you an idea. Good sized drawers there. This is a little larger. That's fully extended, so is this one here. And then what do we have? Another large drawer below. So you've got 6 good sized drawers for storage here in front of the bed. And then up here we've got some, this is a permanent, and then you got an adjustable shelf here for the overhead cabinet. And then underneath the bed is going to be a little storage. Not the deepest, but you could keep sheets, pillows, blankets, some things in here. This is where the additional leaves are going to be located for the extended dinette in the front. And as we come to the back, you do have to step up, so you have to watch your step coming in, because we have the 450 horsepower Cummins diesel engine. It's going to be underneath this floor here. That's what that panel is. That access panel there gets down to the engine. But this is the master bathroom. Lots of room over here. Next to the washer dryer, this does have the stackable washer and dryer. Macerator flushing toilet. Nice little medicine cabinet or extra toiletry items storage here. Already got your hardware for your toilet paper, window shades or power. You got power day and night shades. For the sink area, this is all solid surface Corian. Everything flows in nicely, so for cleanup, that makes it easy to clean the area. And then you got a nice big medicine cabinet located here with the electrical outlet in here if you want to keep an electric toothbrush, curling iron, razors, anything like that tucked in here and out of the way and charged. You can hide them in there. And then on the side here, we're going to have hanging clothes, Plus you'll notice you got a couple of folding chairs to join the dinette. And up above my head here, so I'm 6'2", but this cathedral ceiling really gives you some nice headroom in here. Because we have to step up to the engine area here, this cathedral ceiling makes it nice and roomier in here. And we have the little corner shower here. I'll kind of step in here to give you an idea. So again, I'm 6'2". You have a handheld shower head located here. And you have the overhead shampoo, gel, conditioner, body wash, all located here. Got the grab handle, and then it does have the shower miser water saver. So you can turn this valve here. This one here will recirculate the hot water, so it doesn't, you're not wasting water waiting on it to get warm. And then this indicator light will let you know when it is warm, and you can flip that valve around and you've got instant hot water. And again, another pocket door. Got a full-length mirror. That should cover the majority of the master bath. Let me just double check a few things here before we wrap this up. So I mentioned ATC replaces the Silverleaf this year for 2026. Also new, I didn't mention it to you, but on outside, the slide room here on the, they call it the opposing door side slide, has LED lights underneath the slide outs on the exterior now. Let's see, Masterpiece cover, all the paint on these. It's got the Masterpiece exterior paint with clear coat, so it'll always keep that look with the full body paint that Newmar does on these. Full walk-on fiberglass roof, very well insulated. We talked about the insulation in the overhead cabinets, so it does, if it's raining outside, you're watching a ball game in here, it's not going to be overbearing where you're cranking up the volume on the TV. It helps drown that out with the insulation. It doesn't work the airs as hard in the summertime, won't work the furnace as hard in the wintertime. So again, yeah, so my name's Grant Russell. We've got a new 2026 Newmar New Aire 3547 bath and a half floor plan. It's available. Stock number on this one is 5N250518. Give me a call. You can reach me at 720-539-4711. Or shoot me an email at grussell@transwest.com. Hope you guys are doing well. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. I'm out.